guys. Hello. Welcome back to the Spurs-related podcast and YouTube channel. And yes, myself, James, and the other Spurs-related crew, Andre as well. Jack's not with us tonight, but we are back. We are apologizing as well for the lack of content recently, various reasons, but we're back. We're going to be previewing the Leicester game this weekend. And what better what better co-host alongside me than Andre himself? Andre, how you doing, mate?
I'm doing well. It's been a hot minute, hasn't it? But so much has changed since the last time I was here, as far as I'm concerned, and I'm happy that Tottenham have been doing so well. Besides that last game, which we're not going to talk about that one.
Yeah. I mean, that was shocking on Tuesday. We'll get into that a little bit before we preview the Leicester game. But the Spurs relatables out there, obviously, like I said, massively sorry for not producing any content and leaving you guys in the dark a little bit. Obviously, no preview for Sporting Lisbon, no match review, and a couple of other videos we've missed. But listen, we're back. We're better than ever. We're ready to give you all the stats and the rundown for the weekend. Saturday, 5:30 p.m. kickoff. I'm looking forward to it, even though Spurs were absolutely dreadful on Tuesday night in that early game in the Champions League in a big setting. We embarrassed ourselves on the world stage, Andre. What do you think?
Well, yeah, like for me, it was one of those things where I was kind of just frustrated that we weren't finishing. We weren't just killing the game, and then we paid for it. So
it was so bad. It was so bad. We'll talk a little bit more about this. David's in here saying, I'm devastated. Leicester, I'm 68 today. What a shit birthday present that was with that shit show. Firstly, happy birthday, David. Secondly, yes, it was awful. So bad. I mean, I can't even think of a player that played well on Tuesday. I was almost ready to take a draw and still be disappointed. And then when we conceded not one goal, Andre, but 2 goals, I was fuming, absolutely fuming. And we got what we deserved. We've been playing not very well for a good few weeks, and we got found out, didn't we?
yeah, that sounds about right. Conte is always talking about killing the game, and we didn't. But I wonder if this is from a devastated Leicester fan. Is he talking about the 5-2 loss that Leicester had?
No. He's saying I think David's from Leicester, and obviously we've got Leicester on Saturday, so I think that's why he's maybe mentioning that. But hopefully we can turn it around against Leicester on Saturday. Archie's in here saying, "Yid Army, big up, Archie. Thank you for joining, mate. Hope you're doing well." Same as Jacob. He's saying, "My first game this season to watch better be a good one." You're there on Saturday. I'm there on Saturday. I'm absolutely buzzing. I'm going to be doing a vlog with Jackie Burford himself. So look forward to that, guys, because there will definitely 110% be a vlog out on the Saturday night or the Sunday morning. So look forward to that. And Andre, it's fresh off the press. You're going to be at a game soon, right?
Yeah, I'm going to be heading over to England in October to see the Newcastle game and probably the Sporting CP game, which I really hope that this time we turn it around and beat them. But yeah, that's the breaking news from my end, at least.
Mate, it's going to be awesome. Like Andre and I, we've known each other for a couple of years now, but never met in person. So that would be so cool. That would be so cool. I'm very, very much looking forward to that. And maybe we could even see some of you guys at a game. Who knows? But David's saying, how do you think I feel, a lifelong Spurs fan in a crazy Leicester supporting family? Oh, mate.
Oh, man.
Absolutely. Hopefully we can get one over them on Saturday against the Foxes. And Bodrill's in here. He says, good evening, guys. Long time no see. Big up Spurs related. Big up Bodrill. Thank you so much for joining, mate. And yeah, I was just saying to the others, apologies for the lack of content. But we are back. We're back on your screens. We're bringing you the content, the previews, the reviews, the vlogs, the quizzes. They're all coming back. So don't you worry about that. Jack's not with us tonight. But hopefully myself and Andre can bring you some good insights into the game on Saturday. I'm sorry. I don't think I've been this happy on the podcast for a while because I don't know. It's nice to be back and just talking about Tottenham and, yeah, getting things off my chest because, Tuesday night, guys. Honestly, I know we've just touched on it, but wow, for those joining, What were your thoughts on that game? I was fuming, absolutely fuming. And we just discussed it as well. Like, we've been playing poorly. It's what we deserve. And we need to really kick. Like, Conte is going to want to see a reaction on Saturday, right, Andre? He's going to want to see them firing from the very offset. So let's see what happens. Do you think we will, Andre?
Well, I would hope so. I'm pretty sure Conte ripped into them after that game. So I would assume that it's do or die this next one.
Absolutely, absolutely. Who else we got in here? So Miles saying at least my Washington Commanders one. Miles and David talking about, I think, American sports there. Not what I understand. I mean, I watch a bit of NHL, but that's about as far as I can go. I think you mean NFL. I'm really not sure. I can't lie, guys. And Archie is saying we haven't played up to our standards yet this season. I think we played one good game, and it wasn't incredible. It was Tottenham Southampton at home, first game of the season, 4-1 win. Since then, you think back, Andre, we drew at West Ham. We played awful. We scraped past Wolves 1-0, bad performance. We scraped past Marseille in the Champions League, not a great performance. Richarlison coming up with a brace at the end. A couple of more Premier League games I can't think of. Nottingham Forest, again, didn't play great. We won, and I think there was one other game in the Premier League. But listen, at Chelsea, obviously, we scraped that 2-0. It felt like a win. But you look at all of that, we haven't played well, like really well, in any game. And I don't know if that's unfair to say, but that's certainly how I'm feeling. How do you feel?
No, I agree. I think that a lot of these games have been scrappy and a lot of these games have been late winners. And don't get me wrong, I will always be happy that we win, but the way that we've been winning has been the issue. And then the draws themselves, the Chelsea one, have your own thoughts, what you will about the goals, but I mean, we got lucky. So that's my way of putting it.
Very
I think
lucky.
that this Leicester game, we need to change something up, and a couple players need to step up. And I'm sure you know who I'm talking about, especially. But
we'll talk about the Tottenham players in a minute when we do our preview. But there is some that are questionably in that starting 11 still. I mean, yeah, let's get into that in a minute. So welcoming in a couple more people. Mark Cousins saying, big up, guys. Let's bounce back. Mark, thanks for joining, mate. Really appreciate it after a couple of weeks out from us. David saying, I listened to the Leicester press conference and their manager said they're going to be brave going forward. Brendan Rodgers, he needs to be brave. He's on the brink of getting sacked. So interesting to see how what team they bring out. We played well against Fulham. I was there. What was the score in that one? Honestly, it feels like we've had so many fixtures in such a short space of time. Andre, what was the Fulham score? I don't know why I'm having just an absolute blank. But while we figure that one out, David's saying we played well against Fulham until 2-1, wasn't it?
wasn't
Yeah,
it 2-1? Yeah.
So I mean, again, it wasn't convincing, but I think we played better than we maybe did. We should beat Leicester, especially when it's at home. Spence and Doherty must be absolutely terrible if Emerson's starting over them. I mean, it is questionable, isn't it, some of these? But listen, guys, let's read this last comment from Roger. We were dreadful, guys. Every player was awful. Misplaced passes by everyone. Any other team would have won 3-4-0. And to be honest with you, I can't help but agree. Like, we should be dispatching teams like Sporting away, especially when they're not even in an era where they're playing with insane players. Like, over the years, they've had a Bruno Fernandes type of player, or a Ronaldo, or whoever it may be, and now they haven't really got that superstar at the moment, and we're still getting turned over by them. I mean, Marcus Edwards is their vocal point up front, and we're ex-Tottenham boy. I mean, it's absolutely shocking. But Andre, we could talk about how poor Tottenham have been for an hour. Let's start looking at this Leicester game, shall we? And let's see what the Spurs-relatables think on this game, because I am looking forward to this game just because Conte is going to have fire in his belly and want us to bounce back as best as possible. So do you want to do our ones to watch, Andre's ones to watch first?
Sounds good. I agree with you. I think, Tottenham needs to bounce back. I think that whatever Conte's told them in the locker room right after that game will be the exact same sort of mentality that he wants from them going into this game, which is to be strong, to step up, and the players who have been lacking to also step up.
Exactly.
And in terms of Leicester, though, look, we're going up against a team who, on their day, are very good, but right now are in probably the worst form I've ever seen them. 1
100%.
draw from 6 games, and then their last place. That's, that should be a win. We should not be the reason that Leicester decides to come back and now they go on a winning streak. Although it happens to be the case that a lot of times we let teams do that to us, but I don't think Conte is going to want that to happen. He's not going to let that happen. So, it was a little harder to find, I guess you could say, players that have been performing at their best that we should watch out for. But, these next few 3, definitely to watch out for. The first one that I've decided is Patson Daka. I think that overall, he's always a lethal threat, besides the fact that he's at the top. But, he's got from 5 matches, he's got 1 goal, 1 assist. His pass accuracy has been kind of wonky at 67%, 50% shot accuracy, and 1 yellow card. But again, the fact that he's on the goal sheet, he has scored a goal, he has scored an assist. For a Leicester team that's been playing like trash, really, that's not bad. We should watch out for him. He is a threat. 50% of the shots he takes are on target. So, and with the team that we have, that defense is still a little bit Swiss cheese to me. We need to just be careful. We can't let him shoot. That's all I'm saying when it comes to him. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, Patson Daka doesn't get the most amount of game time. I'm not sure how many games he's been starting this season. That's probably one for Andre's stats, but I know for a fact that obviously Vardy is favoured, and obviously they normally play Barnes up there as well with Maddison. So Leicester have quite a lot of good attackers. Patson Daka, like you said, he seems to score or make an impact when he plays. But I mean, in terms of, is he their key threat? As far as I'm concerned, no. I would still say if he's fit and available, Jamie Vardy is their best striker. I know he's gone on a bit of a goal drought, but I think Jamie Vardy is someone that scores against Tottenham. I say more often than not, but he likes to go against Tottenham. So for me, it would probably be Vardy as more of a threat. But then obviously, like I said, there's Barnes, there's Maddison. There's even Tielemans that can cause problems. So we have to be careful in all departments. But I do think Daka is a shout of one to watch if he does obviously play some good minutes.
Right. So I'll just be upfront. I didn't actually include him in this in this top 3 today. And you know why? Because all he's gotten is 2 assists this season for the Premier League. Which, if he's supposed to be the main guy, why does Daka have more goals and he's playing less time than Vardy? So,
no. Well, Vardy's only got 2 assists. You mean? Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, he hasn't scored. So there you go. But David's saying he's only been brought on in 87th minute in the last game. If we don't up our game and allow us to have possession, they have to play us there. I do agree. Guys, before we move on to the next player, please do, if you're happy to see us back and you're enjoying this content, please do smash a thumbs up on the video. It's completely free to do. Just a little thumbs up button under the video, and subscribe if you're new, of course, so you can chat along with us and talk through these stats and talking points. So, yeah, that would be greatly appreciated. Andre, over to your pick number 2.
All right, my pick number 2 is, you actually mentioned him, Harvey Barnes, and I think that he's been performing quite well for the form that they're in. He's got 1 goal and 75% pass accuracy, 44% shot accuracy. So, almost half the shots he takes are on target, and his passing is pretty decent. So definitely watch out for him. Close those passing lanes when it comes to him having the ball. You don't want him passing it over to Vardy or to Daka or even Maddison for that matter.
Yeah.
Because especially with our defense being a little bit, positionally, depending who plays, I guess, we just don't want them to shoot. We don't want to give them that, I guess you could say, that chance to score on us. And then, we have to start coming back from a losing position. And it's very demoralizing when it's a team who's at the bottom of the table. They have nothing to lose. They're just going to go for it because especially their coach is, on a string right now.
He's on thin ice. He is
thin
in
ice.
big trouble. I mean, they're bottom of the league, Andre. I don't know if we've even mentioned this yet. Like, they've been awful, Leicester. And,
Yeah.
like, Brendan Rodgers is literally favourite manager to get sacked next. He's 1 or 2 results away from losing his job for sure.
Yeah, and again, just want to put it out there again. It has been quite difficult to pick 3 players in a team that has lost almost every single game they've played this season.
They've got 1 point. They've got 1 point. It is
Yeah.
incredible. I mean, a triangle's got more points than them this season. It is unbelievable. But yeah, 16 goals they've conceded, which is also the most goals conceded in the entire league, other than Bournemouth. Actually, they've conceded 18. But 16 goals conceded is so unlike Leicester. For players like Soyuncu to really be out of form, conceding 5 goals at Brighton a couple of weeks ago. I mean, it's incredible. And you look at their players. They played Daka against Brighton. He did score, but they lost 5-2. They lost 5-2. I mean, Johnny Evans at the back. Is he a player? I mean, the guy's about 40, isn't he? 34. I mean, he's on a knife edge in terms of his career. I mean, and you look like I think they've even been playing Ndidi at centre back, who's normally a centre mid. I mean, it's absolutely terrible. But listen, what a time to play them. But maybe they'll be needing to bounce. Well, of course they need to bounce back. Maybe they'll be the worst team we could play after a loss because they really need a win.
Yeah. Again, they got nothing to lose. They're gonna go for it because their coach might get fired if they lose 1 more. We could be that team that either makes or breaks it for Brendan Rodgers. So
100%. Zach Shipton is saying, "Where is Jack?" Firstly, Zach, thanks for joining. Welcome on in. Secondly, we're really sorry we couldn't please you tonight with Jack on the panel as well. But Jack I think he's playing football or something. He's not available tonight, but he is back for the next video. And I said at the start of the video, I'm going to the game on Saturday. So is Jack. So we're going to be doing a nice little vlog for you guys that will go on this channel. So support the hell out of that one. And smash the like on this video as well if you're enjoying the content, because we're going to be bringing you even more stats now for the next player. Before I also welcome in Silver Surfer. It's been a while, mate. How are you doing? Thanks for joining, mate. I know we've been a little bit inactive, but yeah, thanks for joining us tonight. Archie saying Madison Masterclass. Unfortunately, gotta be more positive, Archie. Madison, it will. Do you know what happens if Madison plays well and scores, right? We're going, oh, we should have signed Madison. I mean, listen, right? Leicester are in the mud. I can't see a Madison masterclass. I'm probably going to get clipped, right, if they do. But let's see. Archie's there. Slower South. Archie, if you see me and Jack at the game, come and say hello. I might even do some interviews outside the ground for the vlog, like after the game, like get the fans' opinions or something. That might be quite a cool little feature. Let me know if you guys would want to be in the vlog and would get interviewed outside the stadium. David's saying Johnny Evans has been playing well. They have been playing a right back, a centre back. Yeah, indeed, he's a centre mid. He's a centre mid. I mean, it's unbelievable. Can I upload a video of you and post it on my What do you mean, man? I mean, potentially. Depends what kind of video you mean. If you mean like getting us interviewed outside the ground, then sure. If we see you, listen, Andre, let's move on to the next player pick, mate, because I'm intrigued to see who you picked.
Perfect. Well, I mean, do you want to guess? I feel like it's the only option, the one who always sticks out for Leicester, the one who has put the team on his back, and he's gonna have to carry them out of this hole right now. Maddison, he's been their best player, even though everyone's performance in Leicester has been average. He's got 2 goals, 1 assist, 83% pass accuracy, 30% shot accuracy, but it's all about creation for him. And if we allow him the space to create for Vardy or Daka if he comes in, then we're screwed. So seriously, out of any other player, shut him down and we should be fine.
Yeah, I mean, I knew Maddison was coming, and listen, I mean, they are due a win, right? And our performances against Leicester have been crazy in the last few years. I mean, this game has produced some serious goals. We're going to get into the head-to-head records in a minute. But just quickly, almost jumping the gun in terms of the head-to-head, their head-to-head. I mean, the last game between Spurs and Leicester produced 4 goals. The one before that, 5 goals. The one before that, 6 goals. It is a goals fest. And Leicester are conceding a lot of goals. Plus, Leicester need a win. I just see goals galore in this game, to be honest with you. 5:30 kickoff under the lights at White Hart Lane. I can't wait. But at the same time, going back to the Maddison thing, James Maddison, like you said, he pretty much is their main man. He's linked with those clubs. Leicester wanted like £70 million for this guy. Is he worth that? Absolutely not in my eyes. It's the English tax all over again. But
yeah,
he is someone that can really make things happen and light up a game and almost be that vocal point and, you know, change a game on his own pretty much. If he's firing James Maddison, it makes it very hard for our midfield. It makes it very hard for our defence. You just don't know where he's going to slot a through ball through. He can even hit a mad long-range shot and score and just change the complex of the game. I just really, really do think he's probably their main threat. But Vardy, like I said, I don't think he did play the last game. I mean, I need to check the injury news quickly, but I do think Vardy is a threat as well.
Oh, agreed. 100%. I thought, it's very easy to just pick Vardy and Maddison when we're, they're in the form that they're in. So I just decided to put in some players who've been doing a bit more work, even if they haven't been playing that much. But obviously don't forget Vardy. I would be surprised. I would be very surprised if they just left him unmarked in the box or just let him go for a run. Do not do that because Vardy will score. Even in his worst form, he's a very good player.
Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, even 5 games played for Maddison this year, 2 goals, 1 assist, like you said. That's 3 goal contributions in 5 games where they're not playing very well. So he still is a threat even in games where they're not winning. So for 100%, Andre, 100%. And just to quickly read you guys the team news. So 5:30 kickoff on Saturday on Sky Sports if you're in the UK. If you're in Canada or USA, what channel is it on, Andre? Canada, TSN? No. What's it? Fubo.
Don't remind me of Fubo. It's a whole other issue.
Okay.
But yeah, no, 12:30. 12:30 is the Canada US time. At least for my time zone, because we have like 3 time zones for us.
Sorry, just quickly, the referee is going to be S. Hooper.
Is he good?
I haven't done my research on the yellow cards on this guy, but maybe it's one we should really be looking in for. But just quickly, injury news for Spurs. Lucas Moura isn't available. He has a calf injury. Ryan Bertrand for Leicester is not available with a knee injury. And also Ricardo Pereira, who is a very, very good player for them in defence, has an ACL. So he is not available for that game either. Like I said, Spurs at home, 5:30 kickoff. That's the only injury news I'm aware of. Potentially there'll be new ones. But just a quick hot stat. Harry Kane has struck more goals against Leicester than any other opposition. He has scored 19 goals against Leicester. So Harry Kane, who hasn't scored the most goals this season so far in terms of, compared to what we're used to, 19 goals scored against Leicester in his, 10 years in the Premier League is quite a lot. So it's about 2 goals a season against Leicester. So there you go. And Kelechi Iheanacho for Leicester, who we didn't review, 3 goal scoring appearances against Tottenham for either Leicester or Man City, all ended in a defeat. So there you go. If Kelechi Iheanacho scores, fear not, because every time he scores against us, we somehow manage to win. So hopefully I haven't cursed that one as well. And one more stat for you guys. More than half of Leicester's 16 goals conceded this season have been recorded after the 60th minute. So potentially some late goals in this one as well, with Leicester getting a bit frail after the 60th minute mark in the game, which is quite interesting, really.
Well, yeah, don't forget that amazing game. I still remember it like it was yesterday. The Bergwijn goals, those were so good. The latest, I think, didn't we break a record for like the latest consecutive goals or something?
Yeah, I mean, it was crazy. 90 plus 4, 90 plus 6 against Leicester. I'll never, ever forget that one. Iron Army's in the building, saying very late for the stream, but managed to make it. COYS, big up Iron Army. David saying you obviously don't know Leicester. You forgot one player, best player, Drewsbury Hall. top player as well. Top player, it has to be said. But listen, this is Andre's player picks. Andre normally does predict someone that's going to cause us problems. And to be fair, although we do review defenders, a lot of the time it is the attacking players because they're ones to watch in terms of causing us problems and scoring against us. So not to say you can't include a defender in this one, but
Yeah, we have in the past. I mean, when there's a defender that's really been on their game for a lot of games, of course we've included them. Burnley, we included some center backs, and because Burnley's just known to just keep us out of the box. But you know, I can only do so much for Leicester right now. Look at what the form they're in. But yeah, that was a name that I thought about as well.
he's a midfielder. He's more like a centre. He's more like a centre mid than
Yeah, but I mean, the game is won and lost in the midfield, and if he's not even,
Bissouma will pocket him, so just move on from that. Not an easy game to Silver Surfer. Silver Surfer, you are not confident on this one, mate. I can tell. Zach's asking still about the interview. Zach, to be honest with you, I'm not too sure what you mean, but if you want my post reaction for your TikTok, then
I think he just means if we post a video, if he can clip it, I guess. Which
do what you want.
You do you, man.
Do what you want. Let us know. You put it on your TikTok or whatever. David saying he's not a defender. He's a box-to-box midfielder with a sweet left foot. David, again, mate. Maybe we can put David's player picks in as a bonus one that you've gone for Dewsbury Hall. Hopefully, he doesn't cause us too many problems. And to be honest with you, I don't think he started in the last game against Brighton, so maybe another reason why we didn't include it. I know
David, by all means, I don't want you to be right. I don't want him to cause us that many problems, but by all means.
How is Maddison only 25? I swear he was much older. Yeah, he feels like he's been around for a little while, but yeah, he broke onto the scene quite early in terms of at a young age. Cool. I think I've caught up on chat, guys. As I said, I know I've mentioned it a couple of times in this video. We're 30 minutes into the video now. If you are enjoying the video, please do smash a thumbs up. I think I could see 10 likes last time I checked. So let's get that to 20. There's 15 of you watching. It's a nice little welcome back. Let's get a few likes on the board. Helps our algorithms out and helps our views as well. More of you guys, the more content we're motivated to make and everything else. So just smash a like button on it, guys. It is completely free to do. But I'm going to let Andre take away the head-to-head records. Tottenham versus Leicester.
Perfect. So, as you said, very high-scoring game. Other than the away game last year in December, they've all been 3 goals or more. Especially that 2020 game, 5-2. 7 goals between us. Wait, why is the Southampton thing there? Sorry, guys.
Whoa! Southampton turned into Leicester for a second.
What happened? Okay, I don't know what happened.
Just pretend that the Southampton badge is the Leicester badge because Andre's Photoshop's glitched.
Oh, man. You know what? Let's take this out. Let's take this out because I just realized that what happened. Let's just talk about them because I don't have the report with me. But no, actually, yeah, 3-1, 3-2, 4-2, 3-0. Like, it's a ridiculous amount of goals. And I'm always happy to see lots of goals. I don't want a boring game, but I'd like it if, it's a safe margin. I don't want this last minute heart attack moments because my heart can't take it right now, especially after that Sporting CP game.
Oh, that Sporting game, mate. It's absolutely ruined me. The Sporting Lisbon game was just absolutely atrocious. Like, I was literally so angry. I can't even. Oh, the more I think about it, the more I just think, what an absolute mess.
Yeah. Well, at the end of the day, we can't look back on that. We have to move forward. And against Leicester, that's our time to really show Tottenham's time to show all the fans that we're not just going to be sitting there winning by small margins. We need to destroy. We need to kill the game and just win by a huge margin. So.
Exactly. And like I said, 5 goals in the last game, 6 goals in the one before. And I think there was a 3-1 in there as well, Andre. I mean, goals. Expect goals. Expect both teams to probably score in this one as well. I mean, just very quickly, I think I remember doing the preview last year. and just seeing that neither team seems to keep a clean sheet in this one. You even go back to 2018, that crazy 5-4 at Wembley where we won on the last day of the season. Then it was a 3-1, a 2-1, a couple of 2-0s and 3-0s, but then 4-2, 3-2, 3-1. I mean, just do not expect low goals in this game. I honestly, like, I'm pretty sure there's going to be a lot of goals. Could be wrong, of course, but it'll be interesting to see what you guys think. High scoring goals due for the incompetence of both defenses as well. That's true. If my old Sunday morning team passed the ball like these clowns did on Tuesday, I'd have a hissy fit. It was awful on Tuesday. I don't think I've quite mentioned that enough yet, but I was so angry. I mean, I'm still angry now, but by the way, just to clear things up, because it was. Do you know what annoyed me the most about Tuesday?
Oh no,
Is the
what?
gutless performance where it's classic Tottenham. We're not playing well. You think you're going to react after half time. And instead of reacting, we come out walking around, jogging around. And then you've got people like Emerson on that right wing. Can't cross a ball. He put it out for a throw-in on one of the crosses. It's absolutely embarrassing. And then Son off form. I mean, don't get me started on that guy. I mean, it's 8 games now without a goal or assist. I'm starting to worry about Son. He looks tired. And then to drop Kulusevski. And when he came on, he was the best forward by far. I mean, I love Conte. But you've got to ask yourself the question, is there a bit too much arms round Son's kind of pat him on the back? Come on, Son. Like, you know, get your act together. I feel like Son's been given one too many chances before he really should be dropped to the bench. And I love Son. I absolutely love Son. But it's definitely a talking point we should talk about for a couple of minutes, because for me, he looks knackered mentally, physically, socially, and everything else, and he just looks like a man that needs a rest. Watch Richarlison, Kulusevski, and Kane for a game. If it doesn't work, throw him back in the team. He'll be hungry to score. Sonny will score. We'll see the old Sonny again, scoring and assisting for fun. I just do not get Kulusevski, man. Why drop the guy? When he comes on, he looks like a level above everyone on that team for me.
Yeah. Well, I'll say this, and this is the last thing I think we should say about that Sporting game, and I think we'll stick to Leicester and we'll go to score predictions. I think that Son has earned that sort of faith, you know, like just keep giving him chances, hoping that he will do something, because his presence alone makes defense stay back, right? I think the minute he's not there, it's a completely different game. But I do think personally that this Leicester game is his last chance before he gets benched for a little bit, maybe for like a game. He starts coming on in the second half rather than starting. So I think this is the game that he needs to step up, especially if he's in bad form. Leicester's in really bad form. I think this is his chance. This is his last chance.
Your first point about like he deserves the time based on the fact he's not playing well, I get to an extent, but when it's affecting results, and I'm not saying it's just Son that's making us play bad and making us lose against Sporting, because it's not. There's plenty of other suspects, like I said, Emerson, Royale. I mean, Højbjerg was terrible the other day. So many players were bad the other day. Even Kane wasn't on it, right? And Richarlison didn't play as well as he did against Marseille. I mean, there was just questionable performances all over the pitch. But it had, and defensively for that second goal, like bloody hell, that guy looked like Messi going through us.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's true. It's true.
But the only thing I'd say on that point is if it's not working and Son clearly needs a rest, just because he's a legend of the club and he's a Golden Boot winner last season doesn't mean he's invincible from getting dropped. I think that is wrong to think that. I still think he should be dropped if it's right for the team. If Conte thinks Kulusevski, Richarlison, and Kane is his best 3 options in form at that moment, he shouldn't be afraid to do that just because Son, you know, is is our main man.
No,
Kane.
I agree. I have never been one to think that anyone's above the club, and I think Archie's brought it the best. It's hard to give anyone chances when they're still performing badly after 7 games. I think it's fitting. He's number 7. This is his 7th Premier League game. If the 7th game you're still playing like shit, you're getting benched, buddy, just for a little bit. Get your head back in.
Yeah, I mean, listen, like I said, I love Son, but I would not be upset if he gets benched against Leicester. We go with Richarlison, Kulusevski, Kane, and we see how it goes. I mean, you can still bring him off the bench on minute 50 or 60. It's not a massive problem. With this system, if our wing-backs don't step up, we will struggle.
Yep, they're one of the most important players in that system, to be honest. And if Emerson's playing like that, I mean, we're screwed on that right side.
For me, I would honestly try Doherty on Saturday because Emerson on Tuesday. I mean, the guy was getting memed online by other teams.
Wow.
He was so bad, and do you know what? Emerson has stepped it up so far this season. He hasn't been one of the terrible players, but Tuesday, I question how he's a professional footballer with some of the play he did. I mean, the guy literally tripped over the ball, nearly put it out for a throw-in, recouped it, whipped it into the box, and it went out for a goal kick. Like, it was so bad, Andre. I don't know if you know which bit I'm meaning about, but it was just... I could have done better, and I'm not a professional footballer. Like, that's when you start thinking, does Doherty, Spence come in? You know?
Yeah.
I don't know. But there we go.
I think we should stop before you, like, get, like, some
sort
so
of positive kind of this podcast. I just thought about him as a Royale. Ian saying, hi, guys. Your favourite Darlington FC fan. Hope you're well. Come on, Darlow, till I die. Absolutely love it, Ian. Thanks for joining. And Archie saying, would like to see Kane, Kulu, and Richarlison, but who would you play left wing? Richarlison. 100%. Like, Richarlison left wing. Kulusevski on the right wing so he can cut in on his favourite left foot.
Yeah.
I mean, Richarlison pretty much played... Well, Son played on the left against Sporting, but they were kind of switching in a way. We brought Richarlison to give competition and rest for our front three. So rest Son for a game or two. He certainly looked heavy and tired. So maybe a rest is the solution. David's saying our front 5 are supposed to be creating and scoring. The middle 2 are supposed to be the shield. Absolutely. Absolutely. Right. It is that time to wrap up. Well, we're not quite wrapping up just yet, but it is that time for score predictions and maybe key takes for the game on Saturday. Do you want me to start, Andre, or do you want to start?
Yeah, I would say so. And you guys put your score predictions in the comments and we'll read them out.
Guys, 10 of you, 10, 15 of you still watching, whack a like on the video and whack your score prediction in the chat before you go so we can read it out. But do you want me to start, did you say?
Yes, please.
Okay, I've been thinking about this. My score prediction off the top of my head, I think is going to be goals galore. I said this, I made this very clear. I think I can see a Tottenham win in the format of Tottenham 3, Leicester 1. I think this is going to be a game where we bounce back. We do play well. Leicester aren't looking very good at the moment, as we've already discussed. I think we're going to score goals. Their defense is very leaky, although I do see us conceding just because, I mean, just look at Tuesday. We also cannot defend at times as well. And Leicester, like I've already discussed, normally both teams do score in this fixture. So I'm going for a 3-1 Tottenham win. I'm going to give you the score predictions as well. I'm going for Kane because he loves scoring against Leicester, as that stat I read out. 19 goals against Leicester in all of his competitions played against them. Incredible stat. So I'm going with Kane with 1, Richarlison with 1, and Sonny is going to come off the bench and he is going to get that goal and we're going to be absolutely buzzing. I'm going to get it on vlog and everything and you guys are going to go, oh yeah, James said that. Or maybe we won't be reacting like that. But and then for them, I'm going to go with a Jamie Vardy goal just because I said, like, watch out for him. I know we didn't include him, but I think he's due a goal as well. So 3-1, Kane. Sorry, not Kane. Yeah, Kane, Richarlison, Son off the bench, and Vardy with the goal for them. 3-1 Spurs. Before we get Andre's hot take on the game, there's about 6-7 comments. So let's go through them. Josh thinks a 3-1 as well. Big up, Josh. Thanks for joining. You also said good to have you back, lads. Good to have you back watching, mate. Really do appreciate the support. Look forward to the vlog on Saturday when we're going to be at the game. Archie saying like or Arsenal will win the Prem. Smash the like button on the video, guys. Let's see how many likes we got now. 12 likes, guys. I've seen like 20 of you, 30 of you dip in here. Should be on 20 likes, guys. Please do smash the thumbs up button on the video. It's free to do so. Ethan Brandt, good to see you as well, mate. Thanks for joining. He's saying, hi, I'm going for a 2-0 win. Like it, clean sheet. 2-0 for Bodrill as well. 2-0, Kane and Richarlison. 2-0 for Archie as well. That's 3 2-0s, Andre. There's a bit of a common pattern going on. He's gone Sonny and Kane with the goals. Dave is going for Spurs 3-2. Kane with 2. Richarlison with 1. And Gagetta is in the building. What a legend. Thanks for joining, mate. Saying the boys are back. 2-0 as well. There's been about 5 2-0s, Andre. Don't tell me you're going for a 2-0 as well.
You know what? I actually was thinking of a 2-0, and I was thinking Kane was going to get a brace. I think that after the destruction that Conte probably gave that team, that defense is going to be on lockdown. And I think we're going to be very much so on defense. Do not let anything in. And then Kane is going to find his way in, as he always does, and he'll get 2 goals.
Absolutely love it. There you go, guys. 2-0 seems to be the most common prediction. And then the second most common prediction is what myself and Josh gone for, which is 3-1. So there you go. Maybe 3-1, maybe 2-0, maybe 4-2, maybe 6-3. Who knows? With Tottenham at the moment, very much a roller coaster, as always, with this team. We all think we're going to win a trophy. We all think we're going to finish third. But maybe it's not as simple as that this season, as we've discovered some real frailties at the back against Sporting Lisbon. But to keep it on a positive note, before we do end things off, guys, before you all smash a thumbs up on the video and subscribe if you are new, we will be back later in the week for sure with a vlog after that game. So make sure you look forward to that. And one other thing, guys, I always do say at the end of the videos, if I do remember, if you're on your phone or on your laptop watching this and you're subscribed to the channel, next to that subscribe button, there is a bell button, a notification button, and you can simply sign up for alerts and never miss us when we go live. So let me show you, for example, if you go on this, that's the PSG Maccabi IE for, that's very random. But you see on the right of that subscribe, there's the bell. If you click them on and turn them on for all videos, you will never miss us go live. So you'll see when we go live for our match reactions after the game, 20 minutes after the game usually. So there may be one for that if Andre's about. I haven't actually discussed that with him yet. But don't forget, the vlog will be live. So hopefully you guys smash the support on that and do enjoy that. And what better way to cap it off than Ethan saying, glory, glory, Tottenham Hotspur. That is the Leicester preview. Andre, I enjoyed it. Did you enjoy that, mate?
Oh, yeah, for sure. It's got me hyped for the game after that loss. But you know what? Let's move forward. We're going to win this. It's going to be great.
There you go. There you go, guys. Win, lose, or draw. We will see you after the Leicester game for all the match reactions, the vlogs, and everything else. So stay tuned on the channel. Support the hell out of it. We really do appreciate you guys watching. And as always, guys, you know the score. Come on, you Spurs!
Come on, Spurs!
Come on, 3-1.